The Shabbos has come in quite handy during this period of the pandemic. It enables us to know what day of the week it is. Everybody talks how we lose track of time and every day is no different than the other. But not for the Jew. We know when Shabbos is coming, and because we know when Shabbos is coming, we can work our way back. In fact, in the Jewish tradition, there's no names for the other days of the week. It's Yom Rishon LeShabbos. Sunday is the first day on the way to Shabbos, and Monday is the second day on the way to Shabbos, until we finally get to Shabbos. And then everything is just right. If you know what you're doing. To many people, Shabbos, it sounds good, but it's like a hodgepodge of laws. And the truth of the matter is there are many, many laws associated with it. And for some, it seems as if Shabbos is a day of laws that tell us everything we can't do. And there are lots of things we can't do. But there are lots of things we are commanded to do, like enjoy ourselves. So what I want to do in just a couple of minutes is put into perspective the laws of Shabbos. All you need to know are 4 words. Maimonides narrowed it down to that, and everything then falls into place. And we have attachments that have Maimonides words and some of what we're going to talk about right now. Maimonides tells us the following: 4 things have been enjoined regarding the Sabbath. 2 on a biblical authority and 2 on authority of the sages, expressed by his prophets. The Torah says, remember the Sabbath day and keep the Sabbath day. Take heed of the Sabbath day. The prophets speak of honor and delight on the Shabbos. 4 words: zachor, remember; shamor, take heed; oneg, delight; kavod, honor. That's what you got to know about Shabbos. And let's see how everything falls into place. Zachor, remember. We have 2 ways of remembering on the Shabbos. We make Kiddush as we enter the Shabbos, and we make Havdalah as we leave the Shabbos. Kiddush is sanctification. Havdalah is distinction. Both echo what we are supposed to remember: the creation and the Exodus. In Kiddush, the first paragraph, Yom Hashishi vayachul hashamayim va'aretz. It was the 6th day, and God completed the heavens and the earth, and he rested on the Shabbos. The second bracha of the Kiddush tells us that God took us out of the land of Egypt. Those are the 2 things we have to remember. And in the Havdalah, we have words to remember that as also. Do that, make Kiddush, you have fulfilled 1/4 of the laws regarding Shabbos. Shamor, take heed. Okay, this is the toughie. The Talmud tells us that when God created the heavens and the earth, they went on unreeling endlessly, like 2 bobbins of thread, until God called out to them, enough. God created for 6 days, and he rested on the 7th. That's what we're told to do. For 6 days, you can do any act of creation. You want to take a cow, you want to take its milk, you want to take its skin, geh gesundheit. You want to cut down a tree, you want to plant a tree. On the 7th day, stop. Remind yourself that God created this world. So it's not a matter of work, that you're not allowed to do work. because, in fact, I could walk into this room on Shabbos and pick up the desk and walk around with it, and that would not be work. But if I took a bobby pin outside, I would be carrying. It's a matter of creating, of changing nature from what it was as God created it to what we make it into. One day we remind ourselves to remember that God made it all possible. You know, at first the Jews were criticized for having the laws of Shabbos. People said they're lazy people. They don't work all 7 days. But over the course of time, I think people have learned that the Jews are pretty creative, even if they rest one day of the week. Those two, remember and take heed, zachor and shamor, are biblical commandments. The next two come from the prophet, oneg Shabbat. You ever hear of an oneg Shabbat? Well, the real meaning of it is delight in the Shabbos. We want Shabbos to be a joy, not a drudgery. So there's two ways to delight in the Shabbos. Spiritual, we study, we read the Torah, we sing zemirot, we sing songs of praise to God. How many American families once a week sit at a dinner table, and sing? And we also do things physically to delight. We wear Shabbos clothing. We're supposed to eat the best on Shabbos, dress the best on Shabbos. And the last one is kavod, honor. We honor the Shabbos by not talking business, by being cheerful, by not fasting or mourning outwardly. In our prayers, we do not have any prayers of sadness or requests. We eat special 2 loaves of bread to remind us of the double portion that God gave us in the wilderness. And we make sure to eat 3 meals. You know that word, shalosh, that's really shalosh seudot. 3 meals you're supposed to have on the Shabbos to make sure that you're showing enough honor and joy. That's it. 4 steps and you're Shabbos observant. What if you only do 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 4? And what if you're supposed to give 10% of your income to charity and you only give 9%? Something is so much better than nothing. Shabbos, put down a tablecloth, light candles, have a cup of wine. You're Sabbath observant. And get rid of the smartphone. Take care, everybody.